up, everybody? Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Ysn Power Hour. DJ Oakley with you. Billy Mack on location. Quinn is getting ready for practice, and Coach is getting ready to close some deals. This is the one we gotta make sure we're on. It's Happy National Streaming Day, guys. Streaming Day in America. And, here on the network, that's what we do best. At least that's what we think we do best. So talk to me, guys, about your favorite stream, your favorite podcast, whatever it is. How has streaming changed the game for you? Quinn, you're up.
Obviously, my favorite is YSN. Everything YSN, obviously. It's not even close. It gives me every high school game I could ever watch and ever want to watch. Best thing ever. Outside of that, it got rid of cable for me. So I don't have a cable bill because now I just use all those streaming services.
I like that. Now let me ask you this question, because I'm in the same boat. Got rid of our situation, and we stream everything YouTube TV. Have you just discovered that you've replaced your cable bill with maybe more, with just 13 different streaming services?
To an extent, yeah. But I was paying for like the normal stuff anyway, like Hulu and Netflix and all that stuff. I was paying for it anyway, so I got that Hulu with live TV and all that now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's more or less. I don't really know. I gotta look at that, but it's more convenient to me.
His account, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Billy. Unmuted. Go.
Yeah, I would say, obviously YSN. The never-ending stories with Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos here on the call, alongside is Billy Mack, and I think that's his name. And let me hit my head on the ceiling. Just that alone, and some of the stories that we have is amazing. But yeah, my bill is basically gone too. Netflix, and I recently just got Peacock, and I think I'm set out of those two. Everything else is irrelevant.
Now, did you get the Peacock that you have? That was it $9.99? You don't have to worry about commercials.
$4.99, because there's still commercials with the $9.99 one. So they tell you. They said there's some episodes, like the newest ones, that are going to have commercials anyway. So I said, whatever. It's really like 30 seconds every like 20 minutes. So like I'm good. 30 seconds, okay.
I gotta be honest. I only have it for The Office. Like I warned Netflix. I sent them multiple emails that said, if you take The Office out, I'm leaving. I'm out. And that was my line in the sand. The Office left. And
did they respond?
No.
No, never responded.
Yeah, they responded by sending The Office out. So they gave me the middle finger. I gave one right back to them.
I didn't know if they knew who they were dealing with.
They damn right now. They do now. They do now. They are $13.99 less. I'll tell you that.
I didn't get the memo that sun's out, guns out today. I didn't realize that. I didn't get that memo.
That's where it's at. I've been running all day, Billy. Figuratively and literally. Literally. I didn't get the memo that you were in Ty's guest room. Where are you?
There's even a red door.
I'm in the YSN box at Youngstown State University.
Ah, the YSN box. The creme de la creme.
Hey, jealous. That right there is an air conditioning unit.
Is it on?
It goes to 55.
It is on, and it is 70 degrees right now.
That's hot.
We don't even get that at Scene Park. We don't even get that at Scene Park.
You get the hot air from Red.
I was so mad. The other night. I was so mad. Like the scoreboard wasn't right, so I'm not right. And then when we get blamed for giving the wrong information, and I'm like, Red, one time, get it right, one time. Sorry, DJ. Sorry about that. I've got too many things going on.
Hey, you gonna eat that leftover sandwich there, or no?
Is this food for anybody?
No, that's here. That's here. That's the panda bear that lives in the back.
Trust me, that's there too.
Matt, your thoughts on streaming? How has it changed your ways?
Oh, I forgot we were on that topic. But yeah, I obviously, YSN's my favorite stream, but I love streaming, and I'm a big podcast guy. So anything from Joe Rogan stuff to I really enjoy some of the business channels that are out there, and listening to some different ideas and things like that. And then any of the coaching ones too are really cool for me to check out. But I think it's changed the way that people approach media now, and the fast moving nature of, especially now getting into the advertising side of it, and seeing the ways that things just kind of change on a dime, and these companies, especially like us at YSN, we're able to just kind of pivot direction really, really fast. That the ways that traditional media can't do that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. What's been really funny is how everything has completely shifted, like completely shifted. From the days of us knocking on doors and saying, "Hey, we'd like to stream your events. We'd like to stream your athletic events. If you need graduation, things of that nature, we'd love to do that too as part of YSN." And people looking at us and saying, "The hell is streaming? What does that mean?" No, we have radio, we have TV, we have the newspaper, all the way till today, where hi there. My name's DJ. I'm the mayor of Stream City. And yeah, streaming, it's for real, baby. We ain't going anywhere. Newspapers, out. See ya. Gone. TV, nope. Don't know what it is anymore. And guess what? Stream City, mayor, population, all y'all. Let's go. Stream City, East Palestine, Ohio. And I'll tell you what, it has been unbelievable how streaming has evolved over the past 4 years. And you want to talk about getting in at the right time? We hit the nail on the head. It's been an evolution. Don't get me wrong. We started all audio, and now we've converted to video, pictures. We have
daily shows.
Yeah, we have daily shows, which is still boggles my mind. But guys like you make it happen, and people like this, and it's funny to see. And my mom, people from all over the country are watching. My mom's in Florida. She gets to watch us. She gets to hang out with me and my friends every day. We have people from Minnesota that watch daily. We have people from Florida that watch daily. I mean, this isn't just a show that is just local. People that have moved away from the 330 in our area still want to know what's going on, and this is the only place to get it. From 12 to 4 here on YSN, you are getting it. You are getting spoon-fed. All your local, all your regional, and I'll tell you what, if you're into minor league baseball, you got a daily dose today. You got a cup of soup coming at you. So it's fun. It's fun for us. Streaming has changed my life. It's changed my life a long time ago. I loved Netflix. I was a subscriber of Netflix, the WWE Network, from day one. And obviously WWE Network finally just kind of got absorbed by Peacock. But Netflix, I finally had enough. The price kept going up and up and up and up. But streaming, it's changed everything. And that's what's funny is you knew the internet was not going to lose. Like back in the day, the internet it changed the way we did things. Do you remember the arguments from like physical mail to email? Yeah. And like that was gonna be the biggest change in the world, and we weren't gonna have physical mail anymore. It was all gonna be email. And then you started thinking like, all right, so how do you send something to somebody if there's no postal service? You can't just email it.
I remember growing up and having to like wait by the phone around lunchtime during the summer because Dad would stop off while he was out on his sales route and find a payphone somewhere and make a call to the landline at home that if you weren't there, you didn't get it. I mean, technology is just changing the game completely.
Listen, if there's two things you bet on, and again, if you got a problem, 1-800-GAMBLER, two things you bet on, it is the internet and technology. That's it. Like, technology's never going to lose. Look, Betos is here. Sun's out, guns out.
I disagree with Paige. I would say streaming and internet was inevitable.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And tell me if I'm wrong here when I say that it took, this is what it did for us at least. It took a 10-year plan and shriveled it down to 3 years. It made you do things that you wanted to do down the road more quickly, even if you weren't ready. I mean, the audible call is a perfect example of a 10-year plan that was on our doorstep, an opportunity knocked, and we answered. So
yeah, I think I would say you put the jetpacks on some of these small even for YSN and for Peacock and all these other streaming services that they had a plan that they were going to come out. It was just not so soon, and then you just started seeing them pop up like flies. Peacock and all the rest of the ones that are merging and the CBS one. I think it's the Mountain one, whatever the Mountain one is called, but Paramount, and then I think there's one more, but it's just amazing how quickly they're coming now, and eventually it's just going to be one service. Who are we kidding? At some point, these companies are going to buy each other out, and then boom, big service, and then YSN is going to take over all the sporting events in the world. Boom.
So basically, you're just saying that DirecTV is going to come around again and just sweep everybody up, and it's going to be
somebody's going to try to recreate DirecTV. They're going to have to adapt or die, right? So if I was DirecTV, I would start getting into these.
They're dead.
Yeah,
they're dead. They just lost. They lost the biggest portion of subscribership because of the NFL Red Zone, or the ticket, the Sunday ticket. They lost that. They're done. It's over. Cable and internet, or I'm sorry, cable and satellite are in big trouble, especially DirecTV.
You think baseball games last year where you had to watch Facebook Live to watch or Facebook, right? I think it's called Live or Watch or something. And then Amazon Prime had football games on last year. I mean, it's over for some of these DirecTV. I mean, you're going to have to adapt or die. And so far,
Amazon Prime got it big this year. I mean, I think they have the elite. You can't watch a Thursday night game if it's not on Amazon Prime. So it's really interesting because they went from just delivering, in 1 or 2 days your packages to now they're delivering your Thursday night football, and you have to be a subscriber in order to do that. The subscriber thing it's coming. It's here. Everybody's going to go to it. We're in talks about it right now. It's an opportunity. Why these? How do I best describe this? The reason that I don't think anybody's going to come in and sweep up all these, Billy, is the fact that the Paramount Plus, anytime there's a streaming service, they get to call their own shots. Yep. There's no rules to play by anymore. You don't have to bow down to CBS or network television. You can swear in your shows, which statistics show people are more attracted to that because it's more real. It gives them a more sense of this is real life. They can do whatever they want to do. Shows don't have to be necessarily 50 or 48 minutes now for an hour-long show.
I love it the best because of the archives. For example, with one of the biggest hits for me with the WWE Network is I can go back and watch the Attitude Era all over again. And now I'm watching Peacock, and I'm rewatching the Vikings. I missed the last 2 seasons. I can go back and watch those. You can go back and watch anything that's produced by NBC and some other affiliates that they have in there too. I think there's some 80s stuff in there. There's some 90s stuff in there. I think Roseanne was in there, old school Roseanne. You can go back and rewatch some of these classics and without paying a huge price for them. So it's pretty neat.
You strike me as a Roseanne guy.
Yeah.
Listen, man. In the 90s, Roseanne was on in my house. There ain't no doubt about it. Okay, I ain't fooling nobody.
That was the one show we were not allowed to watch.
Yep.
That was it.
It was a huge hit in my house, man. Amongst a lot of different things, but that was a big. I remember that one for sure. It was I think it was Tuesday night. You were home watching that show every Tuesday.
I remember Wings. My parents always watched, so we were.
Wings,
was on
Cheers.
TV. Cheers was on. MASH. All those
MASH,
old school shows. Seinfeld. I didn't understand Seinfeld back then, but I do now. I
don't think we understood Seinfeld until we got older. When we became a true adult, we're okay, I get it now.
I just remember there was this one kid that lived down the street from me that was always just a little bit older and more mature, and he understood it. So he would come on the bus the day after and be
explain it.
Yeah, he'd be like, yo, ma. And he would say it. I just start cracking up laughing just because we don't know what the hell that means or who that is.
Right.
It was awesome. But nowadays, even what we do right here on the Power Hour, we can go an hour and 5 minutes. We can go an hour and 15 minutes. We can go 57 minutes, and nobody's going to sit there and go, Can't do that. You got to fill the hour because you can't, you got, either you're over 10 minutes or you're under 3 minutes. You can't do that. We just go click off, done. If we decided we don't want to talk anymore, I just end broadcast and we're done.
I think it would be huge when they start actually pulling themselves away from the actual network, like not the network, but DirecTV and cable. When they start saying, no, you got to go to our app to watch this stuff live. Like you can't just, like for example, like SVU comes on at a certain time, and then boom, and then it goes to the app like 2 days later, right? Eventually, it's going to come to the point where like, no, you get to watch this live. We're no longer on any network or not network, but any cable company on.
I think we're a ways away from that. I do.
I'm just saying
they still need to run stuff. Yeah, I'm with you. I think at some point it's all going to come down to, hey, did you watch on the CBS app or did you watch on whatever? Because that's the way everything's turning into.
But what you're never going to see is on the streaming stuff, and I think this is what the networks like about that is you're never going to see those scrollers at the bottom like you used to see that say, we're currently in disputes with whatever cable contract, and you may lose your ability to stream. Yeah, you're not going to see that.
You might. You might. I don't know. You might. If you have a client that doesn't want to have your service anymore, even though it's free, and maybe if you even pay them, you might see those at the bottom on a ticker. You might. I'm not going to say if it's who it is, but you might.
But from a network to a cable company, you aren't going to see that anymore because the network's got control.
Well, I'm going to go give them an award or something for that.
Yeah, I'll go get my aluminum foil. Slide into my DMs and let me know where to deliver it.
You used that twice this week. Twice.
It's worth using twice.
Double bagging a joke. I like it.
Gotta make sure it lands.
So happy National Streaming Day. We want to know how streaming has changed the way that you consume sports, consume your entertainment, information, things like that. I know that I've changed my ways of how I consume information because I go to Twitter first. Twitter, good, bad, and different, pops stuff out there, and before anybody else. Like Facebook, not so much, because they usually get their information from Twitter, and then you have these fact checkers and all this stuff now that'll blow your stuff up if they think it's wrong. Twitter, not so much. Donald Trump, yes, they hate that guy.
Twitter's like the Wild West of media.
No,
you can just say whatever you want.
Is MySpace still a thing? Because that was the Wild West. That was
in your top 8.
I don't even know that I have a MySpace page.
That was a MySpace thing.
You're in my top 4 right now. I can tell you
there
that.
You
go. But yeah, there's so much that's changed. And the first time, what really started this? If you go back and look at dinosaur style, it was the instant messenger.
Yeah.
That's what began. To me, that's what began all this. Chat rooms, I guess, before that, but instant messenger was something that really created this monster and the one-on-one and being able to message people, and it was dynamic. It was unbelievable. The away, I want you to think about the best away message you ever saw. Like, if you can think back to that point and the best away message you ever saw, because there were some good ones out there. Like, people started incorporating colors and stuff like. It was wild. It was wild. So think about the best away message you ever saw. We'll talk about some sports because that's what we're supposed to do. But it's National Streaming Day, and that's what we really do here at YSN. So let's talk about some of these games that we had last night. Billy, you had a little bit of a gem there, huh?
Yeah, it was scoreless going into the 5th inning. McDonald had the bases loaded twice up until that point. At one point, they had the bases loaded with nobody out, and then 3 strikeouts in a row got East Canton out of a jam. And Marissa Hall pitched a pretty good game, but again, got out of some.
Uh-oh.
Robot Billy?
Uh-oh, Robo Billy. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's broken. Well, we're waiting on Billy to make a comeback.
Tough left field from Marissa.
There he goes.
And there
And he's gone. Let's go, Coach. You had a nice game yesterday. Didn't come out the way that we wanted it to. West Branch falling, but Cunningham pitching his ass off.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting game. It was maybe one of the weirdest baseball games I've seen in my entire life. So Cunningham throws, and it depends on which team's scorebook you look at, but the official scorebook was the home book, and so I'm going with them. He threw a one-hitter and lost the game 3-1. You don't see that very often.
Ever.
Really what it ended up being was errors just doomed the West Branch team. They ended up with, I think it was 5 errors on the day, and all 3 of Canton South's runs scored on those errors. But, just a couple of plays that you're not used to seeing every day, a situation where runners on first and third, and the runner on first gets himself into a rundown, and the runner from third scores, and, just some very strange baseball happenings yesterday.
Yeah, you said there was on our phone call on the way home. You said that there was some wild stuff like collisions and things of that nature, just uncharacteristic. But that's what happens in playoff baseball. Sometimes the weight of it just kind of tears you apart. You can't rise up to the occasion you used to. Baylor, are you back? All right.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead.
A brief moment. So it was just, East Canton was able to get out of some multiple jams, bases loaded. In one inning, they had bases loaded, nobody out. McDonald wasn't able to score, and then the pitcher, Marissa Hall, was able to put a 2-run home run. But for me, the story was how they squeezed Breakout so bad. It was disgusting, and I'm directly behind home plate, and I know what a ball and what a strike is. She couldn't get the inside part of the plate at all. And realistically, she's a screwball pitcher, and that's her go-to. So that pitch comes in real nice, and to credit, East Canton kind of figured out that they were getting that call, and Bree Callow was basically pitching from behind 2-1, 2-0 counts all night long. And it was unfortunate because she was pitching well. I mean, she was really doing a great job. As expected for Callow. And a lot of those times she's got to give in and get a big part of that plate. And a couple hits here and there was the difference really in that game.
Yeah, that's, just a tough, very, very tough situation. Bree's been on all season long, as you indicated. We've been just fans of hers to watch. She's exciting. She loves to follow us on social media. Everything we put out, she supports her fellow pitchers.
The biggest thing that I admire about her is she's miss cool. Like, nothing affects her. She gives up a home run, comes right back, strikes out the next girl, no emotion on her face, doesn't care. Like, hey, we're still in this game. And even up until the last batter she faced, you just don't see that out of high school players. Like, they're too young to kind of have. To not be so cool in that situation where it's a district final game, you're down by a couple of runs and just business as usual for her.
Yeah, unbelievable. Also, yesterday you got to see, unfortunately, Austintown Fitch falling to Hoover. So Hoover has taken out Boardman. Then they took out Fitch last night. Anthony had that call, and it didn't go the way that the Falcons thought, but that's a good team in Hoover that has
We told everybody yesterday to watch out for that Hoover team. They are, in fact, a buzzsaw.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Coach Moots of Boardman said, is they are a buzzsaw. And Anthony said it, they were legit. It's one of those things where you get hot at the right time. And Hoover, best of luck to them. Congratulations to Fitch on a fantastic season. Lydia Spalding, one of the best. One of the absolute best as she makes her way to Penn State. So congratulations to Fitch on just a great season. So congratulations to you. And then my little ditty from last night, you got Lane Rhodes and you got Tyler Jackson of Louisville. Lane Rhodes, of course, of Salem. And you got a 1-run ball game for 4 or 5 innings. And all of a sudden the gates open up and Darius Beck starts Captain Clutch and knocking out 2 RBI singles and doubles every time he's at the dish. This is a Salem team that I'm starting to get that feeling about, guys. Things are starting to fall into place for them naturally. There's Canfield on the other side of the bracket just sitting there waiting. And they flex on 20 last night on whoever they were playing. I forget who it was.
We're playing Cognac?
Edgewood. So you put 20 on in the first round, and this is the second round of the brackets. So on to the districts we go, and it matches up Niles, who got a win yesterday as well, and Salem on Monday at 1. At 1. I'm confused. I don't get it, but I love it. I do love it. I love me some matinee baseball, and I love the fact that Coach DeBar of Salem is not letting the cat out of the bag of who's pitching. He's got 2 good pitchers, Lane Rhodes, 11 Ks last night, scattering 5 hits, walking 2, and he's not yet said who's going to pitch against Niles. And I think that's a little bit of keeping it close to the vest. That's a little sportsmanship or gamesmanship, I guess you could say, from Coach DeBar. I'm interested. I cannot wait until Monday morning to see who is throwing, because they released that lineup card on their social media with the lineup, who's pitching, who's playing, and I can't wait because I want to see if Coach goes the way of ace first, and that you got to get there to play for the championship, or do you go, hey, we feel confident in Gavin Wilms, which they do.
Yes.
We want Gavin to pitch 1, and Lane will pitch 2. I'm interested. South Range went the Gehring route first, and Sam Brooks second in the championship game. But there's a lot of different ways to interpret this. Billy, what do you think Salem should do at this point? Rhodes first, Wilms second, or vice versa?
I mean, hey, pretty blessed to have an opportunity to have 2 pretty good pitchers. See, I'd wait right at the game time. In fact, I would go one better and I'd have them both get loose in the pen and wouldn't reveal it up until the point where I hand my card over.
Wow. That's
like the gamesmanship.
That's awesome. That is a Billy Mack move if I've ever seen one. Billy, I know you got to get out of here. Do you have a beef or filet? Or internet?
Billy's beef's his internet.
Billy, we're just going to say Billy's beef is...
That's kind of how I would play it.
Just mic dropped. You did an entire segment.
I think I'm back. Did you hear the last part? Because I wouldn't reveal it up until the coaches meet.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that part.
Did you do a beef? Do a beef or a filet real quick.
My filet is that the school that I coach at and my alma mater are playing in the district finals at Canfield. Well, we're at YSU, but the Canfield district for Division III is playing right now, and I get a chance and an opportunity to call them. So I'm going to go the cheesy route and say YSN and streaming day. So that's my filet. Good luck to everybody that's playing today. $9.99 so you can watch it.
Go get it. Billy is going to be on at 4 p.m. That'll lead us off. Billy, good luck. Have a great call, and let us know how it goes on the group chat. Eh?
Paige Ogden will be the starter for today's game.
Ooh, interesting. And just like that, he mic drops it.
Yep.
Wow. They go away from Emily Holland.
That's surprising.
I think last time they played, Paige pitched, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it close?
For the first 4 innings. And then Ursuline exploded for 8 in the 5th.
This is intriguing because Emily's on fire.
So is Paige, though.
Well,
She
Emily
threw
just threw a
last time she pitched, too.
Really?
Yeah.
That was in the playoffs?
No hitters.
Wow. All right. Well, I feel bad for Paige Ogden because nobody said anything. We got it. We missed a graphic opportunity. Best graphics in the game. We're down. I'm disappointed. I'm sorry, Paige. I put this on my own shoulders. No, not my sleeves, but my shoulders. We're going to take a break. When we come back, more to talk about. This is interesting. This is a developing story as Paige Ogden will start. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just an interesting because Emily is a senior. And I'm very intrigued about this. We'll take a break. We'll go away and be back after this on the Ysn Power Hour.
Your first and last stop with your tax return should be with me, Tracy Bryden at Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. No other dealer goes the extra mile to bring you the largest selection of vehicles at one convenient location. With guaranteed credit approval, I will find you the right vehicle and the right financing options for you. I am ready to go the extra mile to show you why no other dealer sells more cars, finances more, and gets you more for your refund than Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Welcome back to the YSN Power Hour. DJ Yoakley with you. Coach, do you know that, like, my daughter saw you pop up like that? I think it was Coco. She saw you pop up like that on the last show, and she said, was Uncle Matt taking a nap?
The answer is yes. Yes, Coco. Uncle Matt was taking a nap.
Yeah, a quick 2-minute naparooski.
Returning a couple of text messages, checking emails.
I gotta take a call here real quick because I just got an interesting text message. But what I want you to do is I want you to talk about this NBA. I saw on ESPN last night, Warriors Lakers. It was everything you wanted.
State Farm play-in tournament.
Yeah, that was very interesting. And Quinn, because he's your boo, LeBron James showed up and showed off last night right in the face. That 3 was a dagger, but it wasn't without drama as he saw 3 baskets and shot at the middle one. Talk to me about how LeBron James and how this is going to turn for the Lakers and they're going to win it all. Because
Stop it.
Well, first of all, anytime you see 3 things, you shoot for the middle one. That's just common sense. So that's just whatever. Second of all, that was a miracle that ball went in. Yeah, miracle. And yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win the whole thing. I don't care what you say. Nobody that can beat them. Maybe the overloaded Nets.
They're not going to win the whole thing, and yes, even if they do, it doesn't matter because the NBA stinks.
I'm not going to deny that. I won't argue that.
Nobody likes the NBA.
We're going to win it all.
Bunch of overpaid diva wannabe actual basketball players, because none of them could hold Michael Jordan's jockstrap.
Please don't start this.
Not a
single. You don't want to start this. You don't want to start this.
I'll start it. I'll gladly start it.
You don't want to start this.
What does he do better?
What does he do better?
The product of the NBA is so terrible now.
Have you seen the defense that they played in the 90s?
Terrible. Did you see the fouls?
Other than one team, have you seen that defense? Please.
You can't include just the Pistons in that.
Coach, he's 6'8", 290.
There's no doubt that he's a talented athlete, but
better than anybody that's ever played basketball.
No, come on.
Yes.
Come on, Quinn.
Yes.
He can't shoot free throws.
And Michael couldn't shoot threes. So what's the difference?
Listen.
LeBron shoots better percentage from all over the field.
They're free throws. You're a professional athlete. You're being paid millions of dollars, and you can't make a 15-foot shot.
Hold on, let's put this in perspective, though. He can't make free throws, but he shoots over 70% from the free throw line.
But he's not clutch, and you can't deny that. He is not clutch.
You see last night?
A blind squirrel finds a nut occasionally, too.
What about the block?
The block was pretty cool.
Back-to-back games of 40, triple-doubles.
As a Cavs fan, the block was pretty cool.
It was.
But
just basketball in general, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Just as any kind of a fan.
Facing elimination.
As a fan of sports. Yeah.
He came back from a 3-1 deficit, coach. Come on now. Come on.
Steve Gilmartin says he'd take Durant over LeBron.
I've had this argument with Steve, too. I don't want to bring him into this. We're going to leave him off of this.
So I need to hear what your argument is. Actually, first I want to know what Steve's argument is.
Steve is living in the 90s still.
Well, that's okay because I would like to go join him.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Kareem is technically the best basketball player ever.
I thought you were going to say Creed was the best band ever. You were about to be off the show.
No. I will
He's going to
never
go
listen
sing
to
Creed
that.
karaoke in Jeff's car.
No. I listened to that one time in Jeff's car, and I said, never again I'll drive. No, he's not.
That's closer.
That's okay. No, he's not.
Closer?
I guess Durant's starting to play some baseball, maybe.
Starting to play baseball?
Yeah, that's the only closer he's going to be.
Is that honest?
No,
I thought
but that's the only closer he's going to be.
You were about to get it. You're about to get served, son. So, the eye thing. Is it just another stack of pancakes that LeBron gets to talk about the things that he's overcome in his career?
Well, he picked the wrong thing to fake an injury for. He should have grabbed the back of his head.
Oh, my eye.
He should have grabbed the back of his head. At least on the back of his head, he could have made an argument for it.
I need some
eye
drops.
The eye doesn't work.
Like, it was so
Do you think he'd be better off? Would he have had better luck if he'd had some blue wings on for that free throw? Or for that shot?
Well, at least the blue ray, the blue light would not be affecting him.
Does it work the same way? Like the camera on him, streaming him, causes blue light?
I don't know. We'll have to have Joe on it and ask him. I don't think that's the way it works, but he would appreciate the plug for sure. Here's what Quinn, can LeBron do anything that's not just drama packed?
No.
Probably.
And let me ask you this: as much crap as I get about Ben Roethlisberger and riding his jock, who's more dramatic, LeBron or Roethlisberger?
I mean, LeBron plays in a different kind of league than Ben Roethlisberger does.
Yeah, because
like the NBA is a bunch of fairies, if you will. It's about as nice as I could put it.
Fairies?
Yeah, it's about as nice as I could put it.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to Bill Russell.
Oh, look at Danessa.
That's right.
LeBron should have went to Duke.
As a Duke fan, I will agree with that.
He would never want to Duke.
There's no proof that he would have went to Ohio State.
No, he wouldn't have gone to Ohio State either.
He would have gone to Kentucky.
He would have gone to Kentucky.
No, he wouldn't have gone to Kentucky. He would have been at North Carolina.
You know what honestly he probably would have done is he'd have honestly probably gone to Akron and played for Denver.
Yep.
I mean, are we comparing LeBron to Kobe now?
That's not entirely true. He has 4 less game winning or last 20-second lead taking shots.
What now, Paige?
4 less than Kobe.
You want a second of that at the Twin Buffet? He just got served you up there,
4
Pager.
less. I mean, he's not entirely wrong, but it's 4.
But he's not right, and that's what we count here.
That is, yeah.
We don't have participation trophies on the Power Hour. That's not the way this happens. So, I mean, honestly, Quinn, if you had to pick a bigger drama king, no pun intended, is it Roethlisberger or is it LeBron James?
No, it's LeBron.
That's interesting. I thought you'd go the Roethlisberger
Like
route.
he's just in it's a different thing. Like it's easier to pick at a basketball player than a football player.
To say LeBron isn't clutch is a joke. I mean, it depends on
You're
how
a joke,
clutch.
Paige.
Yes and no. No, that's not, but that's okay.
That was not a top 10 play of his career.
No,
He's
I
in a
think
play-in game.
a lot better.
Well, and it's not even a play-in game, really. If you think about it, it's like you lost, and then you got this last chance. It's like when a parent counts to 3 and they get to 2.5. Like, all right, we know you don't want to go there. We know you don't want to get to 3. So why are you having a play-in game if we're 2 3/4? LeBron, If you don't pick it up, you're out. You're out. They just let them all play. Just let them all play. And then here's the worst part about all of this in the NBA. The Lakers are favorites in Vegas against the Suns.
Yeah.
What?
They are. I mean, the Suns can't guard them. They can't.
LeBron is by far. Yeah, I guess he's.
To be honest with you, the Lakers would have been a 2 or a 3 anyway if they weren't hurt. And they're not hurt now. So, I mean, Davis and LeBron were out for about a month and a half, 2 months total.
This just shows you what this entire thing goes to show you is that the NBA regular season doesn't matter.
Zero.
No,
doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't.
Which is, I mean, it's par for the course. See what I did there? See what I did there, Berlin Lake Golf Club?
Hey.
You're going to find out a lot about the NBA here in a couple weeks, too, on who gets MVP and all that stuff.
Who's going to
if Chris Paul doesn't win the MVP, then something's wrong.
I couldn't tell you who's going to win the MVP because I don't care.
I know.
I don't like, and it sounds bad because we're supposed to know about this stuff, but the NBA does nothing. Nothing.
I get it. I mean, the NBA to you is like the MLB to me, so I get it.
I hope not.
I can care less about the MLB.
I'm extremely disappointed in the fact that the NBA is such a terrible product because I'm a fan of basketball.
Yep.
I love to watch high school games. I love to watch college games. If Duke's on any day of the week, I'm turning it on and watching it. If there's a good high school basketball game, I'm going to go watch it. I would love for the NBA to put a decent product on the court that would get me excited about wanting to turn a game on. But it's so freaking terrible. I can't even force myself to watch anything beyond the last 4 minutes of a game.
Is there any strategy to the NBA anymore? I watched a little bit last night and tried to find, okay, what's the strategy here? How are they going to shut down LeBron? How are they going to shut down Steph Curry? There wasn't. It was give them the ball and they chuck it.
It's too hard to do.
Score 100 points by 2 minutes to go, and then we'll start worrying about if we want to play defense.
That was one of the lowest scoring games in the NBA this year.
That is.
I couldn't even tell you what the score was.
103-100.
That is sad.
Yeah.
That is incredibly sad.
And no, Jokic should not win it. Chris Paul took the Suns from 30 wins to 52 in the 2 seed.
I don't know. I can't even argue that because I have no clue.
Chris Paul should be MVP. Plain and simple.
I vote for Drake from State Farm.
I vote for Dirk Nowitzki. Is he still in the league?
Okay.
No, he's third all time. And
I'd like to take Yao Ming.
Talking about.
Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming. Yeah, I don't know. I thought of you, Quinn, this morning when I saw I watched last night a little bit, and then I watched the recap this morning on SportsCenter, and I was just like, because
it's horrible. The NBA is horrible.
Well, they started with the hockey highlights, which were incredible, and that's the thing. You don't even have to like hockey to watch the hockey highlights and go, I'm going to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can get behind that. And hockey highlights are beautiful because you don't have to watch the entire game for one goal or, whatever, to get there.
Is hockey quickly replacing the NBA as the major sport?
No.
I think it's possible, though.
No, it's not. And I'll tell you why. Because hockey's too hard to maintain, and it costs too much money to play. And if you play it, you love it. The casual fan, hockey is really not appealing to until this time of year. But basketball, I mean, you can go get a basketball at a 5 and dime and go shoot around at your local park.
Not only that, anytime you hear a basketball bounce, you look at it, you see who's playing, and then you think about, can you beat them? At least I do.
I was going to say, Quinn, I don't think everybody thinks that.
I look at it. Anybody in the park, I could beat that kid. Absolutely.
I know one kid you can't beat.
They tend to be about 10 years old, but that's beside the point.
Hello, Quinn Pushko, and welcome to the park where I'm going to squab you like a bush.
Listen here, get Billy on board, and we'll go play 4-on-4 in that stupid little league. The 4 of us.
Oh, us four.
Oh,
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
Oh, you don't want to deal with me in the post.
I'm the enforcer.
I'm a problem.
I don't care. Let's go.
I'm a problem.
I'm a whole ass problem.
Yeah, you look like Grimace. That's the problem. You're gonna sit in the post, and the Hamburglar's gonna go running past you. Rubble, 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 rubble. Like that's the biggest problem we have if you're on our squad. No, I would love to have Matt on our squad down low. Can you imagine a football coach, former Mount Union guy, throwing it down to him in the post? That guy's dead. I don't care who he is. Nobody touches Seidel down the paint.
I will tackle you before you score.
I just picture Bill Lambier down there right now.
I picture after the game, two FBI or CSI people coming in. It was Grimace. He knocked him down in the paint. Gong gong. Dun 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 dun. dun. Let's see what we got in comments here. We have hockey playoffs trump everything. I'm not going to fight that. I'm not going to fight that. Quinn be like a 10-year-old not in my house.
Absolutely.
No easy buckets.
None. No easy buckets.
Almost did a spit take with coach's comment.
That's what I'm here for, Kate.
Why I said trumps everything, Michael Page. There you go.
Good thing Billy can spell today.
He's got 10 minutes. I was going to say, he's supposed to be doing a game. Yeah, lots of games on the network, but yeah, I wanted to make sure that we chimed in on the NBA. Quinn, got you involved because I know that LeBron is the heartbeat to every one of your dreams, and you know.
Not really, but
LeBron?
I appreciate watching him.
That's your guy. A before E. Come on, Billy, that's elementary. Oh, he spelled it wrong on purpose, Paige. Guaranteed.
Yep.
I'm Richie ready. Is that how you spell Richie?
Like my neighbor? No.
I didn't think so.
Get rid of the T.
All right, Billy. Billy is officially off the rails now. He has spelled two things wrong in a row. He's reached Betos level. Let's get to the games at a glance here tonight, Thursday. Obviously, Billy's going to lead us off at 4 p.m. with the D3 championship game at Youngstown State University. It's Ursuline versus Newton Falls. That game starts at 4 p.m. Again, $9.99 gets you that game plus all the other ones here tonight, including the D3 District Championship game at LeBray, which, my goodness, if Ursuline versus Newton Falls wasn't good enough for you, South Range versus Champion, I mean, that is legit as it gets. And the only place you're going to find it, other than if you're at LeBray, is right here on the network. Anthony is out there for that one. So you got two of our best announcers out there doing work for softball. We couldn't give you our third best announcer, could we? We couldn't give you 1A, or I guess it'd be 1A, 1B, and
1C?
you have one, and then you have
1A, 1B, 1C.
1,
Okay.
1A, 1B.
Carry the 2.
That's 3.
It's too much math.
Anyway,
Too much math for a Thursday.
the heartthrob of YSN will be covering the D2 District Championship game at Hubbard, where Hubbard takes on Marlington. Yes, that's right. Jamie is going to be on the call. Jamie Thompson will have that game at 5 p.m., and the only place to get it is where?
YSNlive.com.
There you go. There you go.
Hey!
Quinn, chime in.
I didn't know where you were going with it. I had like 3 different things in my head.
Were you going to say $9.99?
No, Stream City.
Okay.
I was going Stream City.
Also an acceptable answer.
Yeah, like this isn't Jeopardy. Chime in, young man. Hit the buzzer. Baseball playoffs. Let's talk about it. Ian's going to have Louisville at Warren JFK at 5 p.m. Make sure you tune in for that one. Ian has been on a roll as of late with great games and great calls. Speaking of great calls, one of the best again, Richie is going to have Latonia at Jackson Milton, 5 p.m. for that one. Alec is going to be in Boardman. Green at Boardman, another 5 p.m. start. And then Dom is going to have Maslin Jackson at Austin Town Fitch tonight on the network for how much?
$9.99.
$9.99.
Buy one, get them all. $9.99 is less than one. What?
So if I pay $9.99, I can watch all of those tremendous announcers
No, you
and
can
all
watch,
of those incredible games.
You can't watch just all of them. You can watch all of them. and
Jeez.
stream all of them on National Streaming Day in America. I mean,
what more could you ask for?
And the Hamburglar came. I mean, the Hamburglar is here on YSN, and he's rubble, like all the way, taking it. $9.99. You're stealing money from us. You get all these great games. Oh baby, here we go. Joe Roth on the bump.
The kid.
All YSN selection. Joe Roth on the bump.
That's right.
Tonight for the Falcons, the Dirty Birds against Maslin Jackson. Which, listen, the Polar Bears are no slouch. So Fitch is going to have their hands full. But listen, I like Fitch.
I do too.
I like Fitch a whole lot.
Why are we whispering?
They're pretty solid because we've got good microphones and we can do that and not say.
I know. I have a laptop.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. But no, in all seriousness, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games that we have here on YSN. So 7 games for $9.99. Listen, take my money. That's it's as easy as that. So we hope to see you guys out on the diamond one way or another. Either get to the game or sit back, enjoy a nice beverage, and watch it right here on your sports network. Guys, it's that time in the show where we put a little bit of a positive spin on something, or we chop up a little beef and put her on the Barbie. So let's go to the G. Burbick Farms. What's your beef? What is your filet? Brought to you by our friends at G. Burbick Farms. It just tastes better. Quinn, lead us off. Kenny Lofton.
Gonna surprise you. My beef's with LeBron. Quit being a puss. Go play basketball, please.
Didn't see that one coming.
Just go dominate the basketball game, please. That's all I want to watch. I just want to watch you score 40 and have a triple-double and win the title again, please.
Just go dominate all those other guys that don't play defense.
That's all I want. Like, none of them can guard you. Just go play.
They're not going to try either. So
no. No.
I saw a meme the other day, and I almost sent it to you, Quinn, but I was like, you know what? I've been kind of tough on Quinn lately when it comes to LeBron. You ever notice when they take a picture of LeBron, he's always on page 1 in a book?
Yep.
I mean, Michael was the same way, so.
What?
Michael was on the front page of everything?
No.
Yeah, he's on the front page. LeBron's trying to read books, and he's still on the first page.
Okay, listen, he graduated high school. Just give him a break. God.
Listen, he's got the places you'll go, and he's still on page 1.
That's fine.
Him and Floyd Mayweather are trying to read together.
That's fine.
Red fish, blue fish. I got the gist of it.
Done.
All you need. Let's go dominate. That's all I want. Just dominate the basketball playoffs, please.
Filet, get out of work tomorrow. Go with DJ and Coach. All right.
Quinn's
coming.
Not talking to him tomorrow now.
The Hunkski's coming.
Quinn.
The Hubbard's hunk. Jamie Thompson's coming. Richie's coming from the sounds of it. It's going to be big.
Coming. Confirmed that this morning with him.
Who's coming?
Richie.
You guys are coming together?
No.
Oh, okay. Coach, your beef, please.
Sir, I have no beef. I'm going filet today, and my filet is all the fans of YSN, because the more that I'm getting out and doing some games, the more people I'm getting to meet, and you guys are awesome. I mean, I feel like you're part of my family already, and you definitely are because you're here all the time and you're commenting. You know, it's just been really cool getting to know more people from the YSN fan section. Bleacher section.
The bleachers.
The bleachers. The hecklers.
The hecklers. I love it. Oh, I love it. You know what else I love? Oh, you know what day it is, right? It's Thursday. That can only mean one thing.
Corn dogs.
T-ball night in America.
T-ball night in America. Yeah. Put her on the board. See, Cherry. I got so T-ball night in America. The Cease, the Coke, they are amped up and they are ready to hit some dingers here for Coach Yoakley and the mighty microphones of YSN in the East Palestine Youth Baseball Association. So let me tell you something. The kids have been training, they've been saying their prayers, and they've been taking their vitamins. And ladies and gentlemen, T-ball night in America on Thursday night here in the Streams City, USA is going to be better than ever. Week 1, it was awful. Week 2, it was a little better. And tonight, we break records on that T-ball diamond in the park of East Palestine, and I'm so excited. in all
Mighty
seriousness,
microphones to the moon.
mighty microphones to the moon is right. It's a mix of the. Well, I put mighty mics right in the thing, and it looked like mighty mix, and I was like, I don't want to offend anybody. Like if anybody is like Irish, like I don't know how they spell that. Like when they're being derogatory, and most people can't spell anyway. So I was like, we're just gonna go spell out microphone and hope for the best there. So the mighty microphones, they're coming. They're coming, East Palestine. Don't you worry. And the 6 other teams that are standing in our way, we will tie you because we don't count the scores. We don't do the runs.
This feels like a WWE promo.
We will tie you like you don't believe. Ooh, yeah, brother. What time tomorrow? Paige is coming. What is it?
11 o'clock.
Teeing off at 11. Or at least we're going to try to tee off at 11. Grandpa Vic is trying to come out. Not sure if he can get off work. Well, Grandpa Vic, that's all right. We will catch up to you. There is no doubt. If not tomorrow, that just means we have to come out again and play some golf. So that's okay with me. I got to go pick up my clubs. I owe Brian Tolnar a visit over at Mill Creek Golf Club. So let's wrap it up, guys. We got 30 seconds to do so. Any final thoughts for the people?
Eat your vitamins.
Did I say something different?
Don't go in coach's paint. That's all I know.
Don't come in my paint.
I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 to 4, right here on the YSN Power Hour. Might be on location, so make sure you tune in. Until next time, wave the freaking banner.